Just let me see where I could be if destiny would take me flying. God, I'm falling like all these stars, covered up by the dark, facing away. And even if you try so hard, we're never gonna get this far. We're never gonna get this far. Trust me, trust me. And even if you try so hard, we're never gonna get this far. We're never gonna get this far. Trust me, trust me. Let the flame ignite. They like to judge me before they get to know me. But while you're talking, I was getting me some money. Flying across the country, now they're flying for me. Broke a record back in Donny, that's a different story. Don't ask me if it's wrong or right. This is for the lies you've been leading all my life. And you better run and hide. Let the flame ignite. Don't let me tell you twice, I'ma let the flame ignite.
And we're back. Welcome in, everybody. Last match of the weekend for the foreseeable future. We're looking at maybe a bi-weekly model, hopefully, because next weekend I will be out, unless we are able to find another caster, someone who wants to step up and host some of these events themselves. But this matchup is certainly a last but not least scenario because we have NeverSun making a comeback, the reigning champions of the old leagues, against a brand new fresh team with some star players like Epsilon. And we're just waiting on them to ready up. It looks like they are in their VCs. Map votes are in, it looks like. Alright, looks like Epsilon chose Escape as their first map of choice. Now it's up to NeverSun to pick their next map. Map picks are done. It looks like NeverSun picked March as their next map of choice for game number 2. How do I LeChonk? Never heard of that phrase before. But oh, that's the email you guys are talking about. I see. But yeah, the looks like VaillanT picked what was it again? Escape, NeverSun picked March, so those are going to be the first two maps respectively. And then Decider is going to be hosted by VaillanT on the attacking side on Barracuda. Alright, now that the match status is updated, I probably have to refresh all these sources, so let's go ahead and do that. Right on. And we should be ready to go. Now we're just waiting on these teams to ready up and start their games. There we go. Epsilon is hosting their first map. Maybe it'd help if I actually show Shatterline instead of having a bird, right? Why is it not showing up? Oh, there it is. I guess game captures take a little bit of time to update. Good morrow again, Mr. Caster. Big fan. Hey, I'm a big fan of you, Kino. Especially after you posted that photo of yourself. Woo! God damn. We got some attractive homies in this community. Alright, looks like VaillanT is slowly getting their players in. I can almost picture Inertia at the edge of a seat just going like, hurry the fuck up. Get in there. I think the match timer is going to run out if they're going to be taking this long. But anyway, glad most of y'all are actually coming back. Thank you for tuning in and keeping chat active. Appreciate all of you very much. Yeah, I think at this point they're going to have to reset. Unfortunate. DMs are constantly rolling in. Everything is fine, actually. Kuro, what's up, man? Bretlon, hello, hello. Good luck, have fun at all. Indeed, indeed. This is going to be an interesting matchup because this is a brand new fresh team against the reigning champions that are NeverSun from the previous leagues that Oasis was running. Hashi, hello. Nice to see you. Blood for Aries, what's up? Key, how's it going, Key? Oh, man. This is going to be a fun little match to watch, you know, close out the weekend, but so far it's been a fucking blast. The teams have put up a really good fight, a really good show. Everybody's been super aggressive, playing by, you know, their textbook rules. So far it's been a very eventful weekend. Oh, not to mention the pugs. If you guys are interested in pugging when the tournament client is up, make sure you stay tuned on the Eminent server because I will be making sure that that news goes out to anybody and everybody willing to play pugs. It looks like all the players are in. I'm going to be joining in as a spectator and we'll see how this plays out. Overslept for the first match. Aw, unfortunate milkshake. Unfortunate. But not to worry, because a fantastic lineup is in store for us in just a minute or two. Alright, as soon as my POV changes, we're going to cut the music, get rid of this overlay, and just dial in. But we have a fresh new team named VaillanT, headed by Epsilon from Belgium, with a mix of French and Dutch speakers, I believe. And then we have the reigning champions from Finland and NeverSun, about to go mano a mano. And we are off. What is Griffix doing? It's like he's trying to like relearn the game. Oh, drone action. Ooh, nice little lane by Epsilon. Looks like he's gonna be on the sniper as Mongoose, trying to take control of this top area. Gets a nice little pick on Crybaby, but cannot finish the second guy. And we have VaillanT setting up headies, playing around the smoke and trying to move that card up ever so slowly.
I'll be here.
Let's see if they can actually do something. It looks like NeverSun has a really good defense up on this grass side with Strix playing the heady and Malva supporting. And Epsilon is trying to get some, trying to get a viewpoint on that little tunnel push. And it looks like VaillanT is playing this very carefully. They're not trying to lose numbers. They're trying to keep pressure on NeverSun as much as they can. And they are playing this quite well. Because the cart is still moving up. NeverSun hasn't... I haven't seen NeverSun set up a defensive line against this rock face, but... You never know. NA plays differently, and I'm only used to ever watching NA players, you know, play aggressively at this point. But VaillanT seems to have broken the defense. They're slowly making their way up to P1. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see if NeverSun can answer back.
All wounded to me.
This could sting.
It looks like NeverSun is also playing a little slow, and then, you know, calculating the value of their plays, and then, you know, pushing up to set up a defensive line. But it looks like they let the cart close to P1, and now they are playing aggressively to take over this rock defense line. He's shooting toes under the van to get these kills. Oh, and then a barrel explosion. Just works out perfectly for NeverSun there. VaillanT has been pushed back all the way. And the tables have literally flipped on VaillanT. Now VaillanT needs to figure out a way to poke a hole in NeverSun's defense. Oh wow. Nice little dash away from that mine. Sappho still got his mechanics. Still good at movement. Ooh, nice overhead nade kill. It looks like they might have control of parking lot now. So they're gonna spill out and see if they can hold off NeverSun just to get to point. All the way to B1. Nice picks by Epsilon. Very nice gameplay. Can't finish off NeverSun on that bridge. NeverSun's gonna spill out a bridge and take parking lot control. And Inertia with the crazy little B-hop and dash on a point to throw off a VaillanT from taking P1. Hero play by Inertia, for sure. Oh, and VaillanT answers back with the Mongoose nade, but Inertia's orbit nade actually takes out two of them, shutting down the VaillanT push. 10 seconds left on the clock. I don't think VaillanT has a chance unless they beeline it and force overtime on point one. Ooh, that grass hit is going to be very dangerous. And it doesn't look like VaillanT's going to get a chance. Now we're going to flip the script and see if VaillanT can set up a spawn trap to prevent NeverSun from taking it right before P1. It's going to be a tall order, but it's absolutely doable.
Right here.
What a round. VaillanT is playing very carefully again.
Last bomb out.
They're playing very smart. Trying to preserve their numbers and try to get picks. But it looks like one of them's going to get down. Tempted is moving up ever so slowly. And NeverSun has taken up a, I'd say a rather thin offensive line, but obviously they do have to play around hard.
Focus, squad. Your priority is stopping that wagon.
Ooh. Nice placement by Inertia over there to take out a couple of picks. He's absolutely relieving pressure for NeverSun. NeverSun on the objective doesn't really have any opposition. And now the fraggers from NeverSun are moving their way up.
That's how we do it.
And I think they just got picked off because VaillanT has control of parking lot now. They just have to watch out for Ness. But the players on objective already have a vantage point on whoever's playing bridge. I haven't seen games played as strategically as this. Everybody's trying to play smart and, you know, preserve their lives. Well done on NeverSun's part, for sure. Unfortunately, didn't work out for VaillanT in this scenario, but both teams put on a pretty good performance. I enjoyed watching VaillanT there. They were playing much smarter than I would have expected for a brand new fresh team. Okay, Inertia with the play of the game.
Don't screw it up.
Now I wish the play of the game was that POV of what
Convoy is
a spray transfer. That was good, you know? I wish I saw the little orbital to hold them off of the P1 objective, but that in and of itself is pretty sexy, if I do say so myself. Inertia cheating as always. It looks like it, but oh man. What a game. Gotta update the scores. That updates it, right? Yep. NeverSun is up 1-0 in that series. Alright, now it is NeverSun's host. Their map pick goes in March, so we will be seeing that server come up here soon. Oh man. This whole organizing and casting stuff is tough. But holy shit, is it fun to just like, you know, go around these different perspectives, these POVs of these goated players, and just watch them execute their style of play. Both scientifically and aggressively. Absolutely enjoyed all the teams I've watched so far. Pleasantly surprised by the new ones coming into the scene. And I think collectively we're on our way to some form of stardom. Maybe not in a grand scale, but in the scale of SHATTERLINE competitive. Who was Cry subbing in for? Cry is actually subbing in for NeverSun at the moment. Oh, subbing in for player-wise. I did not know that. Thank you for the info, Exile. Looks like VaillanT is almost in. All 10 players are in. And we are ready to roll. Game number 3, map number 2 on March. Yes, son. Yes, sir. NeverSun is back. Well, 4 out of 5 of them are. But they put on a pretty good performance just now. This is the score so far. NeverSun is up by 1 map. There are still 2 more maps to play. VaillanT can still turn this around and get more victories over NeverSun to place higher on the leaderboard. And if anybody's curious where the leaderboard is located, type in info in chat and you will see a link to the website. And at the very top of that website, there is a standings button in the navigation menu. Oh, there are so many different ways to abbreviate NeverSun. There's never sucks, never sex, never showers. Interesting thing. Oh boy. Never see sun? Absolutely. I don't know about never lose. They're not abbreviated with an L, but I'll let it slide this time. Never snooze. That's a good one too. Oh boy. Never sauce, never sleeps, never showers, never shaves. Ooh, you know what? Cutting off the music at that point would have been perfect, because the match is underway. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to have that overlay. I'm sorry. There we go. It looks like VaillanT is trying to take offense control, and they actually get it. NeverSun is still making their way up. Where are they sitting? Oh, Energy got caught out. Ooh, nice little name by Griffix over there.
One more pivot now.
Again, both teams are playing very smart. Not over peeking, not overextending. Playing to their life preservation. And this is turning fights into more interesting little strategic plays. It looks like Energia. I don't know what he's trying to do. I guess he was trying to get the Strix to like set up a wall over there, but they're gonna play some cheeky headies, put immense pressure on VaillanT. VaillanT has to answer back by breaking this push and getting some picks, but it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to answer back in time because they are close to P1. P1 is captured. VaillanT has to fall back. NS has to take space. And now it's a battle for P2. They put Crybaby on pill. That is a interesting choice.
I believe here is good.
Alright, let's see what they're going to be up to on VaillanT's POV. This is a interesting little maneuver, but honestly, VaillanT has to be taking a little bit more space here because that choke point right under pipe opening is a nasty little heady that can shut down the main push. And not a lot of teams, well, most teams capitalize on it, but some of the teams I've seen so far this season, or this series, haven't been capitalizing on it as much as I would have liked. Malva gets cut off from Strix. And NeverSun again is slowly but methodically making their way up, trying to find some key picks, but they are not overextending and not being overly aggressive. I say that and it works out in their favor, but freaking Pin is all the way deep in their spawn. What are they doing? But it looks like that gave an opening for VaillanT to actually spill out a spawn, but it looks like the picks are still going in favor of NeverSun. VaillanT was able to shut down that kite ult, but Crybaby slides through with pill ult, gets two nasty little picks, but gets shut down. Insane move maker by Griffix. Fortunately, it doesn't work out. NS is going to regroup behind point. Point is still moving up slowly but surely. That Malabot's just chilling out on that box. VaillanT is trying their best to try and shut down this push. But it looks like everybody's essentially trying to play their lives and not trying to get picked off too fast. Because remember, the respawn timer in competitive mode is 8 seconds long. So once you're out of the fight, your team loses a lot of value, a lot of staying power on the map. It doesn't look like they were able to contest. So NeverSun easily takes point 2, and now it's a battle for point 3. Now, I haven't seen a lot of B-hopping from VaillanT's side, so maybe they're not really used to the movement tech, or maybe they're just, you know, forcing themselves to do that to play a little slower. Ooh, Absalon's on the sniper this time. This is going to be interesting to watch. Doesn't have any engagements going on right now. Let's see what NeverSun is doing on their side.
A miracle of science.
Again, a matter of not overextending. Nasty little frag by VaillanT over there. But NeverSun is doing a good job of moving forward as a team.
Your priority is stopping that wagon.
Unfortunately, most of them are getting picked off, but NS is still answering back pretty firmly with key snipes and key picks. And here we are again. Hard playing the objective, making sure Cart is, for the most part, never stopped. while the fraggers are making their way up, moving together, and getting the picks, putting immense pressure on VaillanT. Is Griffix tweaking? Like his mouse movement's been kind of weird today.
Too many to count. Smoke out.
Nevertheless, he's putting some good shots down range, getting damage on VaillanT, forcing him to stay behind cover, making it that much easier for NS to move the card up.
On your feet, come on.
I wonder if Crybaby's actually going to try to go for this res. Gets two very nice picks. Sees that his teammate actually forced the res, so now he doesn't have to worry about it. Now he picks him up again. He pulls out ult, but ooh, huge ult out from Inertia. Gets cut down by the Mongoose, unfortunately. Well played by this Mongoose.
Smoke cover coming up.
Despite the orbit ult, it looks like VaillanT was able to answer back, cut down Inertia, force NS back, and now they have point for, at the very least, the next minute. Because this fight's going to be intense. It is so close to P2.
Monster.
Changing the game.
It looks like VaillanT knows that a bunch of them are behind this rock. NS is on the move to try and regroup and set up an offensive line again, but they are getting picked off. They are effectively being staggered by VaillanT. VaillanT is getting really key picks,
Moving to that spot.
and you can tell that the energy is shifting. The tides have turned, and VaillanT has control of this P3 checkpoint so far.
Reload.
Alright, let's watch some Legatus gameplay for a little bit from TW's NS. Or TW's NS, no, TW's
Don't give up
Tempted.
just yet.
New milestone.
I was thinking of the TW NS crossover. What? It looks like NS took point 3 anyway. All it takes is one solid push from teammates that aren't getting too overly aggressive. Well played by NS. Let's see if VaillanT can hold them off from P4.
One down.
Ooh, I don't know about these peaks from VaillanT. Like the pill over there, and then whoever was behind gate ended up overextending and peeking a little bit and getting cut down. However, they are close to their spawn. 8-second timer doesn't really matter at this point because they will be able to recoup. Okay.
Take your prescriptions.
It looks like the smokes are helping out greatly. NS is comfortably moving up because the main area is smoked off. 3 of them are going to be pushing right side to try and find an opening and relieve pressure off of the people trying to push cart. Inertia popped an ult. Now he's just going to be a persistent threat in their spawn. His aim is unmatched. He's just going to go ham. Unfortunately, his health does dwindle down and he gets cut down, but that buys NeverSun a huge amount of time to comfortably move this escort point closer to P4.
Behold, a miracle of science.
Pin over here doing his thing. Oh,
I'm gonna make
big ult by Sapro. Let's see how he uses it. You know, I would have loved to spectate that POV,
that kid.
but there's absolutely no way to avoid spectating drones in current version of SHATTERLINE. Alright, let's see what Sapper does from here.
Time's up. The convoy assault is over.
Unfortunately, VaillanT cannot answer back. NS putting immense pressure on VaillanT.
Fight, boy.
Oh, and a clean snipe from Epsilon. Now it's VaillanT's time to show what they're capable of.
Throwing grenade.
Ooh, I don't know about reses like this. Might not be the smartest play. Tempted over here. Tempted usually plays the top left office, but it's interesting to see his playstyle change up a little bit. You know, playing with a different roster. VaillanT still putting pressure on NS. The cart has not stopped moving for the most part. And there we go. Looks like NS was able to wipe out VaillanT. And now VaillanT needs to regroup from spawn and set up an offensive line.
This will be
Oh, I'm missing answer back too much? My bad. Actually, no, I'll keep saying it. Take those shots. Get loose. It's Sunday, we gotta relax.
There.
Mine deployed.
Alright, Crybaby is actually on kite now. That's interesting. Unfortunately, it gets cut down. Looks like VaillanT is trying to still organize behind this orange crate. They haven't made all the entire way up to cart yet. Ooh. Nalva Jones gonna distract him enough, but it doesn't matter! Nalva ult keeps the VaillanT's goose alive, and he's able to get 2 key picks in containers. Now they're gonna be able to push up and comfortably take this P1. Until that happens, Pins being a persistent threat. Still shooting people out a window. Gets cut down though. So now it's just Malva versus all of NS. Ner's just back in the fray, going to be holding catwalk.
Kill!
Let's see what he can do from this POV. Very nice kill. Okay, now they're just waiting, trying to listen for info.
take some medicine.
VaillanT is working hard,
Out there if you need it.
trying their best to regroup and figure out a way to break this NS defense. Because it looks like NS finally found their footing around this office area,
Behold. a
and now they're
miracle
trying to
of science.
capitalize. 30 seconds left on the
Fight,
clock.
boy.
This needs to be the last ditch effort VaillanT has to get cart all the way to P1.
Moving to that spot.
Unfortunately, Container's blocked out. They don't have that to work with, so they're going to try to take office control here. But Griffix and Inertia are putting up the fight. Office is pretty much locked down, but they are pushing it down main. Pin pulls out his ult. Goose has his ult out too.
Showed some teamwork out there.
And that wraps it up. NS in dominating fashion yet again. Shutting down the VaillanT push. Well done. Okay, I need this.
Rise and shine.
I beat you with the play of the game? Not bad.
So far, so good.
Didn't expect that, did
Yup. That little push there was, I could tell it was easy for NS. Good job to both sides though. VaillanT is showing some strength. They have huge potential going into this third map. Let's see if they can actually rack up a map win this time. NeverSun is up 2-0. And now we will be waiting for them to host map number 3. Surely Pugs after. Channels are open. Pugs are free reign. Hello, Untamed. Welcome in. What's up, Dank? Thank you earlier again, Dank, for filling in for Infinite Rage. At least for the first 2 maps that saved us. NeverSun's a more fitting name for SHATTERLINE players, to be honest. You are not wrong. Alright, looks like the teams are organizing the 3rd and final map for this weekend, and it's going to be on Barracuda. I like to think I held my own despite me being ass. Dank, your Mongoose plays were pretty clean. I think chat got a little wild when some of your nades got like doubles, triples, especially in Barracuda. Your gameplay's pretty good. Alrighty. Players are in. I'm gonna spend a solid minute loading in as well. But this entire weekend amounts up to this. Let's see if VaillanT can squeeze out a comeback and stop NS from taking a 3-0 record home for this weekend. Because VaillanT plays very smart. They have a lot of potential. They just need to figure out a way to counter NeverSun and the way they play. I cook a meat nade. That you do, Dank. That you do. Oh, wow. They started this fast. Was not expecting that. VaillanT all the way up to P1 choke point. And the game is effectively underway. Griffiths, nice picks. Pin on the snipe as Brisa. This is the cheese Brisa meta that people, or at least he has been envisioning. Let's see if he can actually get some picks. Here's some footsteps. He takes the shot, but it goes wide, but he cleans it back up. Everybody's playing carefully. Nobody wants to be overly aggressive. It's all about life preservation at this point. Untamed players should be streaming. I don't know if any of them actually are, but it's definitely allowed. Even encouraged during tournaments.
That means you're not doing your job.
That's eliminated by Sapro. Staying alive, being a ever so present threat around this choke point. Ooh, Absalon on the snipe to try and counter their Brisa. Gets cut down from heaven because they don't have heaven control, unfortunately. Now let's see if Madness from VaillanT can actually, you know, put some shots down range. Unfortunately gets cut off by inertia.
New milestone. Doing well, Shogun.
Ooh. VaillanT is doing a great job of
My sidekick.
cutting down these NS players.
All wounded to me.
Unfortunately though, the objective players on NS side are doing their best, and a big ult comes out from orbit. Completely wiping the cart, but NS had players in the back line that were just coming out of spawn. They clean up orbit and the rest of the VaillanT players, and they have free reign over this next choke point.
Mine plant.
Okay. Cry baby.
Here's the med kit.
Interesting. Anyway. Looks like VaillanT is gonna take over this left side of truck.
Little helper.
I don't think they had intel on whoever was in that little hop-up area. Ooh, but Manus is playing his life pretty well. Brisa pulls out ult. Let's see what Pin does with this. Oh, he flicks perfectly, but doesn't get the shot off on target. Tempted with the Ironside AK again. Interesting to see. Unfortunately gets cut off. What's going on here? Everybody's going a little crazy in the tunnel area. He's shaking his head. He doesn't know what to do. Unfortunate. NS is putting a lot of pressure down main. VaillanT is getting cut off one by one. Ooh. Madness trying to figure out what to do. Does he res? Does he peek around the truck? Indecisions.
Morning sunshine.
Looks like Pin has the set on. Or not Pin, but Pill has the set on straight for the moment.
Now where?
Pill pulls out an ult, instantly gets cut down by Pin. What a snipe.
Behold,
Nava's
a
ult,
miracle
she's gonna
of
put it down.
science.
There we go. And now NS is just comfortably carrying cart all the way to P2. Now it's a fight for P3 all around those container boxes. Okay. Looks like VaillanT has some players closer to the cart. They're going to be relieving pressure off of this cart area, so the rest of their team can actually move to the checkpoint and set up a defensive line. Unfortunately, they got cut off because they don't have anybody watching that top left area. Unfortunate. Griffix on the M5. That's the first time we've seen it this
All
season.
wounded. To me.
Very nice. At least the first time I've caught it on stream. I don't know if other players will use it. I don't want to, you know, devalue their efforts to use the M5. Nice. Alright. See what's going on around Orange Crate. Ooh, crazy stuff's coming out from Pin. Pin's getting some key pick,
It's party time.
relieving a lot of pressure off of NS to focus on fights that are closer range to Wagon. Griffix, being a menace with the M5 still, unfortunately gets cut down. Now let's see from VaillanT's POV what they do to try and hold off this offensive push. Oh, and he turns on VaillanT. You cannot kill Pin when he has his result out. Griffix on the M5.
Welcome to my clinic.
Meet my sidekick.
VaillanT is being systematically cut down, but they keep spawning and trying to come back, but they are staggering their push, allowing NS to finally take P3. Now it's a battle for P4. Now it's up to VaillanT to try and flip the table. Ooh, M5 long range. These fights are very difficult to take.
Switching up my ammo. Welcome.
We see an XM40 come out finally.
Rise and shine.
Let's watch Pin for a little bit. His snipes have been very nice, at least up until point 3. What kind of value is he carving out for his team?
All wounded. To me.
Let's check out that spot.
Okay, I haven't really seen a kill come out yet. I was hoping to catch something. There we go. Spoke a little too soon. Oop. Gotta love windows and their pop-ups. Oh, and then he gets cut down by Epsilon. Very nice answer. Very nice snipe.
Releasing the drone.
Now Ennis is gonna try to take this left tunnel control. Very nice dash. Easily cut them down, but Epsilon turns the tables on him with the Brisa ult.
Victory is near.
Wow.
Don't screw it up.
Epsilon is a fantastic sniper. Inertia with the orbit ult. Unfortunately, I didn't catch how many people he actually picked off, but since he's alive and the rest of the team are dead, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that he pretty much shut them all down. Fantastically played. Cart is just ever so slowly moving up. It doesn't look like NS is really facing any pressure unless a majority of their players are picked off, but they regroup effectively, efficiently,
Changing the game.
and are able to keep that push going.
This is my sanctuary.
Tempted back on the Legatus. And VaillanT is are putting up a fight for sure. They are fighting for their lives to stop the start from getting all the way to the last checkpoint. But now that it's essentially here, it's just a matter of a couple of feet when, you know, if VaillanT can actually get the cart all the way up to P4. So we're looking at a long drawn out map, or not map, side for this map next round. Or once I could just get spawn trapped. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, NS using the boxes to their advantage. Tempted. Getting some nice little picks using those boxes as cover. Now this can work both in favor of NS and VaillanT. Because if NS...
That was
Ooh,
smooth.
nice little pick there. Oh, and then the Breeze ult comes out.
Headshot. I believe here is good.
It looks like the boxes are still going to play in favor of NS. If VaillanT could have used some of them to block off that tunnel push, it could have bought them some time in case their NS minded a tunnel push. Ooh. Well done by Epsilon.
Look at them.
Madness has been doing a fantastic job for VaillanT, playing as Malva, sticking close to cards as much as he can and throwing down heals. Now NS looks like they are trying to avoid getting picked off and regroup. Sapper gets a nice pick, but VaillanT is also losing players around this choke point. Now it's just a back and forth struggle to figure out where each team wants to push. Everybody seems scattered right now.
I'm headed over there. Lucky me.
Nice pick by Madness over here. VaillanT is doing a great job of extending out just a little bit to take space and put some pressure on NS before they round the choke point.
Over there.
This is gonna buy whoever is holding point a little bit of time to answer back to whoever's pushing down main.
All wounded to
Throw a
me.
grenade. Try the dogs.
Both teams are getting loose and careless. I don't see any more strategic plays. Everybody's trying to poke holes in each other's defense. Tempted with this tried and true method of sitting in ult and spamming Legatus. This is working out pretty well. At least he switched off the med sprays. Ooh. Oh wow. Very nice picks by Crybaby out of tunnel there. They're going to be slowly pushing that card up. They have no contest, no resistance. Sorry about the drone POV.
Smoke cover coming up.
But it looks like VaillanT's able to shut down that push, actually. To wipe the people off cart. Cart is back on its way. Ooh, Griffix with the M5 spray, very nice. Close quarters like that, M5 is the deadliest weapon you can have.
This is my sanctuary.
At least in tournament rules.
That's
Nice
it
little...
for the convoy job.
Wow.
We'll see if you got enough points to win.
Trades going back and forth. Unfortunately, VaillanT couldn't hold off that push. Sides have flipped, and let's see if VaillanT can actually return the favor to NS. Ooh, nice little main by Griffix. Honestly, watching M5 gameplay is so satisfying. Not because I know how hard the gun is to control, the gun just looks so sexy. VaillanT is getting some nice picks, but Inertia and Griffix, they are putting immense pressure on VaillanT's push. Epsilon's team has their work cut out for them, trying to get past this, right past this choke point. Epsilon trying to get some info, taking some pot shots, hopefully to put down some damage. Nice little pick on pin. Now they don't have a sniper in their back line. This is essentially a free point for VaillanT if NS cannot recover from these losses. Epsilon with another nice snipe. Ooh. Crybaby.
Absolute class.
Crybaby showing off his Zenith skills on kite. But he's essentially holding down this right side of rock. When you have a position like this, you have two major angles to look down, and players have no choice but to funnel into your line of fire. Crybaby is playing this point very, very well. VaillanT looks like they are struggling a little bit to get out of spawn. There is only a minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. The pressure is on. They need to be doing something here. Maybe throw down a smoke left side. Have your team move all the way up to that rock hop up so we can get height advantage.
Fight, boy.
Wow. And that's exactly what VaillanT's Malva has done. They have cliff advantage now. Let's see if VaillanT can do something with this. Inertia does have his ult ready. They're just waiting for VaillanT to get close enough. But if they keep it in their back pocket, they have nothing to worry about. Nice ult by Pill. Hopefully you get some key picks with this. Gets 2 nice picks, but unfortunately Breeze is going to be in the back line to cut them down. And this is why teams usually have a sniper in the back line. Very high impact plays. Inertia ult comes out. Breeze ult comes out. Inertia's going to be going back for the health pack. Crybaby holds them off just a little bit for Inertia to finally walk up and keep them locked in the spawn. But 5 seconds left on the clock. I don't think VaillanT has a chance at this point.
Flawless execution, squad.
And that's that. Nice try on VaillanT's part, but in dominating fashion, yet again, NeverSun pulls out a 3-0 map victory. Let's watch the play of the game real quick, then I'll update the scoreboard. What did he do here? Ah, this is what I missed. Well done by Inertia. This is when I was like, I don't know what he did, but he still has orbital. His health is low. He must have just wiped the team in there, right? That's what happened. Wow. Honestly, scores are pretty even across the board, and VaillanT, well played. What a performance that they put up. We've seen a lot of aggressive teams so far, but VaillanT plays very smart and very strategically. And I'm sure if they go at it again, they have huge potential to win. But congratulations to both teams. Congrats on NS for the sweep. Y'all have a 3-0 map win-loss record for the weekend. Just a reminder, I have 40 hours, guys. Susie called me. Dude, for 40 hours? You did fantastic. Well done. Again, congratulations to both teams. Let me just update the record real quick. And that's that. All right, again, well done to both teams. Congrats to NS again, and that concludes our weekend for the debut of Evan SHATTERLINE League. Now, if you do want to get involved, just type in !info, join the Discord. Both of those channels will have as much news as I can put out there about league operations. The essential idea is I have direct contact with the devs. I can get the tournament client up whenever we want to run league matches. So if you want in on these competitive games, if you just want to pug, that's okay too. We will have tournament client up and ready, and we are going to show the world what competitive SHATTERLINE is about, no matter how casual or competitive this league gets. But it's just a way to enjoy the game at a high level. I feel like a lot of people have wanted that so far, and I am happy to deliver. Epic stream. Thank you, boys. Thank you so much. It's been a very fun week so far. It started Thursday night with almost 2 full pug lobbies going. Pug lobbies going? You know what I mean. We had a massive number of people trying to get in on pugs. Haven't really seen something like that in a while. And it's all thanks to you guys for, showing up, showing interest, getting involved. And I'm hoping that the footage we put out and the news that, the SHATTERLINE community can read up on, incentivizes some new players to like form teams, just like VaillanT and what was the other one? Infinite Rage were able to. Very proud of both teams for showing up this weekend and putting their, you know, mettle to the test. And until next time, just stay tuned. I don't really have news for when this next, you know, weekend is going to happen. I know for sure next weekend I'm going to be out, but yeah, just keep an eye on the channels. I'll let everybody know, you know, what's good, what's happening. Let's see if there's anybody streaming in the SHATTERLINE category. Alright, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in. Go enjoy your Sundays. And the Pug channels are still open. Tournament Client is going to be up until Monday, I believe. I don't know when it's going down on Monday. Could be Sunday midnight or Monday midnight. But that is true, Oracle. SSS, a Japanese team, is definitely looking for a team to go up against. If anything, ideally a US West team. Or an APAC team, if, you know, someone like Michaels can put something together, but until then, NS is going to be hanging for a little bit. Okay. Oh, I see one of the comp players actually are streaming right now. Let's see how long they're going to be staying live for. Let's go show them some love for showing up. This is a Cap from Epsilon's team, or CA2P. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but we're gonna go ahead and, you know, rate his channel. We need 5 West Coast players, bro. We need like at least 8 more teams in this scene. You know what I'm saying? Put the word out there, boys. EMNT.GG, SHATTERLINE League. Form your teams. Show up and compete. Have a good one, boys.